welcome to Peshard's People, in which I, Michael Peshard, meet the people making things happen in a region that's becoming ever more critical. We travel throughout the Asia-Pacific and beyond to meet the most dynamic personalities. Film stars, actors, writers and thinkers, leaders of business. They're all part of the programme.
This week I'm in the Metro Radio Arena in Newcastle in the north of England. As you can see, thousands of people have turned up for the concert that is about to start. Now, I've come to meet one of the greatest guitarists in Asia, who plays in one of the biggest bands on earth.
To my head, you're sweet as everything.
Kenji Suzuki is the lead guitarist of the band Simply Red. They've been doing a 25th anniversary global tour, playing to packed houses around the world. And Kenji has been enjoying every single minute.
That's great. It's the most biggest buzz I've ever had, and almost every night I can get this buzz. So that's great life.
It is a great life.
Yes.
It's a life that many, many people would love to have.
Yeah, I'm sure so many bands around, and lots of people want to be like my position.
Kenji is one of a very select few Asian musicians to have broken through on the world stage.
Mr. Funk.
Really?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's a thoroughly brilliant professional guitarist. When he's in the spotlight, takes it with aplomb, I guess the word is.
I was to spend a couple of days with Kenji and the band trying to work out, I suppose, what the rock star life is really like. Just play the opening of one of the songs that you'll be playing tonight.
This is a the famous "It's Only Love."
It's Only Love? Yeah, that's fantastic.
Our opening tune, yeah.
My first impression was that it was much harder work than I thought. I caught up with Kenji at the sound check he and the band do before every single gig.
This is the stage.
Yeah.
My office. I usually work here.
Yeah.
And every night we just make sure monitor sound is okay.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? But this is going to be pumping and
That's
full
right.
of people by the end of today.
That's right.
How does that make you feel?
We usually spend a lot of time in the dressing room, and when time is coming, change the stage costume and came on the stage, and suddenly full of people. That makes me really exciting, and you know, this is definitely start of the beginning of the party.
This is the beginning of it.
Yeah, yeah.
What do all these buttons do that you've done?
It's a effector board, and I change little sound like the.
Oh, I see.
This is the wow wow pedal.
That's the wow wow pedal,
Yeah.
right? That's
And,
quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the phase pedal.
That's the phase.
Yeah, connected to this switch.
Right.
So, you know,
You're right.
and above. This is the reverb.
Reverb.
Yeah, this is tremolo. Can you hear like?
Yes, I can hear it. It's got a more of a sort of quavering, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right phrase. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is over. This is over the right pedal.
So you make all the different,
That's
all
right,
the
sound,
different
yeah,
sounds by
yeah.
just pressing your
That's right.
foot
yeah.
on these various buttons.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes when I'm jumping, playing with jumping, and oh my God, this.
Oh yeah, so you jump onto one of those.
yeah.
Kenji and I had decided to meet up during the band's tour of the north of England. I would take a turn driving him between concerts. We were en route to Newcastle when we passed this. Alnwick Castle, a castle and a stately home for centuries, but now newly well known as the backdrop for the Harry Potter films. This is Hogwarts, the school for wizards. Kenji's 13-year-old daughter is a huge Harry Potter fan, and Kenji wanted to stop to have a look around.
She loves Harry Potter.
Okay, so this is quite a special place for you to be.
Yes, yeah.
You've got a day off tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the touring schedule is very tough, isn't it?
That's right. We usually travel to next city and then doing sound check and do concert. And after concert, straight onto bus and then move to next city.
So you get on a bus directly after the concert?
That's right.
It seemed as good a place as any, I suppose, to ask how exactly a Japanese guitarist ended up as a member of Simply Red.
I don't know how it works. Do you have an interview? How does it work? How do you get to be a member of a rock band?
No, just it was just a little guitar part overdubbing, and Mick was there, and
So you were just playing a little guitar at the
That's
end
right.
of... Yeah.
that's right. And
Mick was there,
yeah,
yeah?
he seems like he liked my play, and next year we had like 10 days in the Lyceum Theatre concert. And I got the call for this project as well, and since then I'm in the band.
Why were you in England, though, in the first place? What brought you here?
The reason I came here was I was working with a guy called Jack Bruce. He was a bass player and a singer from Cream. in
Oh,
the
Cream,
60s.
yes, I know
Yeah,
them very
yeah.
well. Yeah, one of the classic...
That's right, yeah.
classic English rock bands, yeah.
And he was going to do a Russian tour, and he was looking for a guitarist. He asked me to come over to England to do a tour with him. But when I arrived here, he found another guitarist already, and basically I lost a job. And but I really liked here,
Yeah.
and just for experience, I was spending time see what's music scene over here. All the time I was following like Rolling Stones, Beatles, Led Zeppelin. All my favorite band was like 60s, 70s. British music.
British music?
Yes. To me, like in the 60s and 70s, especially 60s was definitely some cultural revolution.
Cultural Revolution, yeah.
And Britain had maybe some power spot of this music cultural revolution.
Oh, hear me now, come to my aid and care for social living. Are you better care now?
Now, the band's lineup has changed quite a bit over the last 25 years or so, as you might expect. And inevitably, with Simply Red, as with just about every other major band, so much of the publicity tends to revolve around the lead singer. In this case, of course, Mick Hucknall. Significantly, though, he's asked not to be a part of this programme, strongly believing that Kenji deserves much more attention than he's been given.
Some band maybe people doesn't even see each other while traveling, but we like like going to restaurant to eat together, or actually everyone loves eating in this band, having drinking red wine and stuff. Mick produces his own red wine. He has a winery in Sicily Island, and he has his own brand. It's called Il Cantante.
Can you think of bands, or have you heard of stories where bands don't get on?
I guess every band.
Every other band doesn't get on. Why is that?
Maybe like ego, fighting. Like, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, or Lennon McCartney.
Who's that then?
Oh, it's Mozart. Hello, Mozart. I'm heading back to the hotel. Maybe in, about half an hour? Yeah. I packed my luggage already, so it won't take a long time. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Okay, bye.
That was your tour manager on the phone, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he sort of keeps all of you...
Yeah, he's our dad. He look after...
He's your dad, yeah, everybody's dad.
General, we have to travel, we have to get on the bus, or next meeting is like what time we have to be in the hotel lobby.
Okay, and what time are we meant to be there? Because we're running late, aren't we?
We have to leave hotel 3:30.
We'll be all right, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
While Kenji went to meet the band to talk about the rest of the tour, I went to help with the sound setup.
That's kick, snare and all the toms, then overheads and percussion, and it all just works in layers.
Chris Hedge, known to all by his nickname Privet, is one of the world's best sound engineers. He's worked with all the great bands, from the Rolling Stones to Michael Jackson, Madonna and all the rest. It's his job to make sure that the audience hears the very best possible mix, so that all the instruments complement each other rather than drowning one another out.
So here you have It's Only Love, the first song, then you just go to next, which is A New Flame, then hit that, and all these, and all those faders move, and that gives you the basic start of each song. Each of these is a group of instruments, yeah.
Okay, so that's logged into the computer, the balance between...
Yeah, I've programmed that over a succession of rehearsals and then in the live environment, playing live.
I see. So you do that, and so it's like a sort of an autopilot, which you then change as you go along.
Yeah, but I keep it very organic. The minute they start playing, you grab things and you actually mix the song manually. It's quite an arbitrary thing, however much science you throw at it, because you're still putting it into what's effectively a tram shed. So the people coming in will help and will change the acoustics, so you're still reacting in a quite sort of organic. From night to night it's slightly different. Even though you get it beautiful in an empty room, people can walk in, if it's been raining outside, it will change it. And so you have to react quite quickly at the beginning of the show. And then once you get it bedded in and you're going for pretty much the same sound night after night. I mean, these guys, Simply Red, they're mustard. So you have fantastic inputs and fantastic, yep, steel's good. And you have a fantastic level of musicianship. Sometimes you can have a damn awful band, and that's when you really have to work hard. With these, you're kind of just really trying not to mess it up, really, because they're amazing.
Nobody's closer to the music than you are. How does Kenji compare to other guitarists?
Well, he's as good as any. I mean, this, I have to say, as a band, are probably the best band I've ever mixed, in terms of the way that you could have session musicians who do it robot-like up there, but they don't. They enjoy each other and they enjoy the music, and that really comes across. And Kenji, of course, is a massive part of that. He's been with Simply Red for a long time, and you couldn't put any guitarist in there and expect it to be anything like as good. You know, he's made for this job.
Believe in many things, but in you. On the guitar, Kenji Suzuki.
After the break, more of Simply Red and Kenji Suzuki, one of the world's great rock guitarists.